Hello guys on YouTube again. This is Gunmaster288 and I've had a request and I'm answering pretty quickly for a more sophisticated trigger tutorial unlike the one on my channel. This one is about how to make not just a moving trigger but a moving trigger that moves a hammer as well. So I'm probably going to teach you how to make a hammer in the midst of that. So what I've got here, as per usual for my tutorials, is 4 gun-ish looking L pieces of cardboard. Now, these are all going to go on top of each other like this to eventually be your gun. And I'm going to show you how to make a frame and things with this. And how to make the trigger, basically. So, let's get started. First, what you want to do is you want to take 2 of them and cut an area where the trigger is meant to go. So just a sec, I'll get the lighting. So what you want to do is cut about straight like that, and then cut another little piece off that. So what you've got is that used to be it, and you've cut this piece out. So do that to the other one as well. Rightio. So that's what you've got. So the next thing you want to do is tape it or glue it. I would usually glue it with a hot glue gun, but I don't have any hot glue right now. I'll run out. So glue it on the inside of another one like that. So I'll show you that. If that doesn't make sense. Alright. So that is the normal piece, just the curved piece. And on this side, you've got the old piece with the gap in the middle. So you're going to want to do that to the other one as well, so that you've got 2 sets of these. And you're going to have to make it so one's on the inside. So you have one like this, and one opposite. So both holes are on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show you in a sec. Alright, so I've just done that. So now you've got, don't stick them together, you get that one with the hole there, and that one with the hole there. So both the holes are on the inside, like so. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to make the trigger, and I don't have any cardboard to do that, so I'll be back. Okay, so now I've got some cardboard. What I've got is a few strips, 2 equal length long ones and 2 equal length short ones. These are going to be the width of your gun, so how wide you want your gun to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how that would fit in that gap. You want it to be able to do that. So I'm going to take a short one and a long one and stick it together like that on a 90-degree angle. So I'll do that just now. It's hard to do with tape though, so bear with me. Okay, there you go. Now what I'm gonna do, gonna turn the camera off and do it, is get the other long one, make it parallel to the first long one, and same with the short one, so you make a rectangle. So I'll be okay. So that was ridiculously difficult. I really recommend you don't use tape for this, because you really need hot glue, or at least some form of strong glue like super glue is best. I always use super glue. Right, so what happens is we've got one of our pieces, the trigger, and the next piece. Now if you stick the gun together correctly, the trigger should be able to move back and forth like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to stick the two pieces together and see how we go. So that's roughly wide enough. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting little outside plates on it, so it'll all hold together, if you know what I mean. Fantastic. I did it on the wrong side. And there. That works pretty well. And one more, and then I'll show you what I've done. Okay, so that's your gun. It looks pretty crappy, but anyway, this is unprepared, so alright, so your trigger now is in and out, and slightly too wide. This is falling apart. Alright, I'll get back to you, and I'm gonna stick the gun together a bit better. Alright, this is a bad tutorial because it's such a complicated thing, and without the right glue or hardened paper, it's hard to do. But anyways, now I've got the frame slightly stronger. You should have this thing, moving thing that resembles a trigger, so that would be the handle, and you go bang. This thing would pop out the back. You don't want that to be, that line to be the back of the gun. You want it to continue on. But anyways, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get a piece of cardboard and stick it like that, hanging out as it would be, because it's not the back of the gun, and get a pole-like object. In this case I've got a used pen tube, and I'm just going to cut it off, and you're going to stick it on like that, and then get your hammer. This is just the hammer I made for my 1911. As you can see, it's just a round piece, and then the shape of the hammer cut out and placed it on top and on top, and so on until it was thick, and then this little piece sticking out, and that is for the trigger to hit. Actually, when the trigger moves back, it's going to hit this little thing and push it forwards, and that's what makes the trigger go forwards. So right now I'm just going to go and get this piece stuck on here, because I think I found a little bit of hot glue that I can use, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, that's done. So now what you've got is you've got this pole coming from a little platform and the moving trigger. And what happens is, as you can see, as you press the trigger, that thing pops out the back, and this is where your little hammer thing will be on that pole, so that when you just a second alright, there you go. So when you push this back, voila, got a moving trigger. So one more time, as you push this in, there you go. And that's basically it. I'm going to show you the little internal view. And there you go. So your hammer goes around that little pole, and as the trigger pushes through, turns around. There's the hammer. Here is the trigger, the rectangle you made, and here is my dying frame, which is about to fall to pieces, with your hold in the middle, your little platform, and the pole sticking out of it. If you don't understand, then I'm sorry, because it's the best I could do with what I was given. So thanks for watching. If you haven't watched any of my other tutorials, please go to my channel. Please subscribe for more videos, and recently just posted my Glock 17 Update 1. Have a look at that. Here's a sneak peek if you haven't seen it. So please take a look at that, and go to my channel with Lego 1911 there. It's awesome, and I'll see you soon.